In other news, the United States of America and the Philippines are in talks over a possible deployment of more missile launchers to the country.
The Philippines and Japan have signed a landmark defense pact that would allow their forces to take part in training and military exercises together.
Israel is hoping to expand its security partnership with the Philippines.
Have you ever stopped to imagine what would happen if the Philippines suddenly faced a serious threat? Picture thousands of islands stretching across the sea, millions of people depending on protection, and a military that has to cover every corner. Could it act fast enough? Or would gaps in training, equipment, and manpower leave the nation exposed? Every year, we hear about new fighter jets, patrol ships, and military exercises. But what does that really mean for the safety of the country? Are these upgrades enough? Or is there still a long way to go before the Philippines is truly prepared for modern challenges? The truth is, there is more to military strength than just weapons and numbers. Readiness, strategy, and coordination across land, sea, and air are just as important. Even the bravest soldiers need the right tools, proper training, and strong support to protect the country effectively. In this video, we'll take you inside the Philippine military. From its history, branches, and specialized units, to equipment, training, strategy, and international partnerships, you'll see the full picture. By the end, you'll understand how strong the military really is, what challenges it faces, and what the future could hold for national security. Before we dive deeper, make sure to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss this complete breakdown of the forces that protect our nation. The Philippine military has a long and complex history, shaped by centuries of foreign influence and local challenges. Its roots go back to the Spanish colonial period, when militias and local forces were formed to maintain order and defend settlements. After the United States took control in the early 1900s, the Philippine Constabulary and later the Armed Forces of the Philippines were established, blending local knowledge with modern military practices. After independence in 1946, the AFP became the main institution responsible for defending the country's sovereignty and maintaining internal security. Over the decades, it faced numerous challenges, including communist and separatist insurgencies, natural disasters, and territorial disputes in the South China Sea. These experiences shaped a military that had to be flexible, resilient, and capable of handling both internal and external threats. Modernization efforts began slowly, constrained by limited budgets and shifting priorities. Training, equipment, and strategy often lagged behind regional neighbors, but the commitment to reform has grown steadily in recent years. Today, the AFP reflects a mix of historical influences and contemporary changes, balancing tradition with the need for advanced technology and strategic partnerships. Understanding this history is key to seeing why the Philippine military operates the way it does today, and why recent efforts to strengthen its capabilities are so important. The Armed Forces of the Philippines is made up of three main branches, each with its own role in protecting the nation. First is the Philippine Army, the largest branch. Its main job is to defend the country on land, handle internal security, and respond to insurgencies. Soldiers are trained for a wide range of operations, from jungle warfare to disaster relief. Next is the Philippine Navy, which includes the Philippine Marine Corps. This branch is responsible for protecting the country's territorial waters, patrolling islands, and responding to maritime threats. With thousands of kilometers of coastline and numerous islands, the Navy plays a critical role in maintaining security at sea. Finally, the Philippine Air Force provides air defense, transport, and support for both land and naval operations. Fighter jets, surveillance aircraft, and helicopters allow the military to monitor the skies, respond to emergencies, and support troops on the ground. Each branch works together under a unified command structure, coordinating operations across land, sea, and air. While they face challenges in equipment and manpower, joint exercises and training programs help improve readiness and capability. Understanding these branches helps us see how the AFP operates as a whole and why modernization and training are key to strengthening the country's defense. The Armed Forces of the Philippines has approximately 125,000 active personnel spread across the Army, Navy, and Air Force, with additional reservists ready to be called in during emergencies. These numbers give the AFP a solid foundation, but readiness depends on more than just manpower. Training, deployment, and morale all play a crucial role in how effective the military can be. Soldiers undergo rigorous training programs, including specialized courses for jungle warfare, urban operations, and counterinsurgency missions. Regular exercises help troops practice coordination and strategy, but the quality of training can vary depending on location and resources. The military is constantly balancing between internal security challenges, such as insurgencies in Mindanao, and external threats in the region. This means troops are often actively engaged, which can stretch resources and impact readiness in other areas. Specialized units such as the Marine Corps and Air Force squadrons receive extra training to handle complex missions like amphibious operations, rapid response, and disaster relief. These efforts ensure that despite limited resources, the AFP can respond to both national emergencies and security threats. While manpower is essential, a military's strength also depends on the tools it uses. The Philippines has been working to modernize its armed forces through the Philippine Defense Modernization Program, aiming to equip the military with better weapons, vehicles, ships, and aircraft. The Army has upgraded its rifles, armored personnel carriers, and artillery systems, improving both mobility and firepower. Soldiers are now better prepared for ground operations and disaster response. The Navy has added new frigates and patrol vessels, with plans to acquire submarines in the future. These improvements strengthen the country's ability to protect its territorial waters and respond to maritime threats. The Air Force has received fighter jets, helicopters, and surveillance aircraft, allowing it to monitor the skies and support ground and naval operations. However, the number of aircraft is still limited compared to other countries in the region. Modernization is not only about buying equipment, but also about training personnel to use it effectively and maintaining these systems over time. While progress has been made, budget limitations and maintenance challenges mean that some older equipment is still in use. By investing in modern technology and strategic upgrades, the Philippines is taking steps to improve its defense capabilities and better protect the nation against evolving threats. Before we continue with the video, we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments what you think about the Philippine military. Do you feel the country is strong enough to face modern challenges? Or do you think there's still more work to be done? Have you ever wondered how alliances, modernization, and training impact the safety of everyday Filipinos? We are excited to read every comment, and we'll be waiting for your thoughts. Now let's continue and explore the full picture of the Philippine military. The Philippines is an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, spread across a vast area of land and sea. This unique geography gives the country natural advantages, but it also creates serious challenges for defense. Protecting thousands of islands, monitoring long coastlines, and responding quickly to threats is not an easy task. Certain locations hold special strategic importance. Palawan, for example, sits close to the South China Sea, a region with territorial disputes and growing regional tension. Cagayan and northern Luzon are crucial because they face possible threats from the north and serve as key observation points for early warning systems. This geography also affects logistics. Moving troops, equipment, and supplies between islands can take time, especially in emergencies. Rapid response in distant areas is often limited by infrastructure and resources. Because of these challenges, the Philippines relies on flexible strategies and partnerships with allies. Joint exercises, surveillance programs, and rapid deployment plans are designed to cover gaps that geography makes inevitable. Understanding the strategic importance of these regions shows why location matters just as much as manpower or equipment in determining the military's effectiveness. Geography shapes not only defense planning, but also the country's approach to regional security. The Philippines does not face security challenges alone. Strong alliances with countries like the United States, Japan, and Australia play a key role in strengthening the military and enhancing national defense. Joint exercises allow Filipino troops to train alongside experienced forces, improving coordination, tactics, and operational readiness. These drills also test real-life scenarios, from disaster response to territorial defense, giving the military valuable experience. Alliances also bring technology and equipment support. Advanced surveillance systems, communications tools, and other technology transfers help modernize the AFP faster than relying solely on domestic resources. International support acts as a deterrent, too, Potential aggressors are less likely to act when they know the Philippines has strong partners prepared to assist. These partnerships help fill gaps in capabilities while the country continues its own modernization efforts. By combining domestic growth with international cooperation, the Philippines strengthens its defense and prepares for both current and future challenges, making the nation more secure in a complex regional environment. Modern military strength is no longer measured only by soldiers, ships, or aircraft. Today, cybersecurity and emerging threats have become just as critical. The Philippines faces challenges like cyber attacks, terrorism, and potential incursions in its territorial waters. The Armed Forces of the Philippines is developing specialized cyber defense units to monitor and respond to digital threats. These teams protect sensitive government and military networks, ensuring that critical operations are not disrupted. Terrorism and insurgent groups remain active in certain regions, requiring constant vigilance and intelligence gathering. Rapid response teams, surveillance programs, and strategic planning help address these dangers before they escalate. Even emerging technologies such as drones and unmanned systems are becoming part of the military strategy. Adapting to these new tools is essential to stay ahead of potential threats, both online and on the ground. While the Philippine military has made significant progress, it still faces serious limitations that affect its overall strength. One of the biggest challenges is budget constraints. Compared to neighboring countries, funding for modernization, training, and maintenance remains limited, which slows progress and affects readiness. Another challenge is aging equipment. Despite new acquisitions, many older ships, aircraft, and vehicles are still in use. Maintaining them requires resources and expertise, and some systems may not match modern standards. Manpower shortages in specialized fields also present a challenge. Cybersecurity, aviation, and naval operations need highly trained personnel, but recruiting and retaining experts in these areas can be difficult. Geography adds another layer of complexity. With thousands of islands and long coastlines, responding quickly to threats in remote areas remains a logistical challenge. These limitations show that while the AFP has grown stronger, it still relies heavily on strategy, alliances, and careful planning. Recognizing these challenges helps us understand why modernization and partnerships are essential for the Philippines to stay secure. The future of the Philippine military depends on continued modernization, smart planning, and strong investment in its people. Improving equipment, strengthening training programs, and adopting modern technology will help the armed forces of the Philippines respond more effectively to both traditional and non-traditional challenges. International partnerships will continue to play an important role. These relationships help the military stay aligned with global standards and improve coordination during regional uncertainty. In a region where major powers like China have growing influence, preparedness and diplomacy become just as important as strength. The goal is stability, not confrontation. Emerging concerns such as cybersecurity risks, natural disasters, and maritime security will require flexible defense strategies. Being ready does not mean expecting conflict. It means ensuring the country can protect its interests while supporting peace in the region. For ordinary Filipinos, these improvements translate into greater safety and confidence. A capable military can better secure borders, assist during disasters, and help maintain national stability during uncertain times. By focusing on growth, innovation, and strategic cooperation, the Philippines is taking steady steps to ensure its armed forces are prepared for both present responsibilities and future demands. The Philippine military has come a long way, shaped by history, geography, and modern realities. While challenges remain, ongoing reforms and partnerships show a clear commitment to national defense. Understanding these efforts helps us appreciate the dedication of the men and women who serve to protect the country on land, at sea, and in the air. The progress continues, and each step forward contributes to a stronger and more resilient Philippines. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who want to understand the country's defense capabilities. Let us know in the comments how you view the future of the Philippine military and what areas deserve the most attention. Your perspective matters, and we look forward to reading your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.